Ryan Guy said that he misses my videos, but I don't know because it seems like that guy he's trying to change my ways. So I don't know. He seems like a nice guy, but I just don't like the idea that people who are coming to see my channel to watch my videos are the people who are trying to change my ways against my will. Hey, how are you doing? But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna address the comment of the Rightful Shooter channel. And the Rifle Shooter channel said that Todd is not letting me live how I want. No. I mean, you can say that because I have wishes in life according to majority of the society, I cannot live how I want and I cannot blame other people, but I don't agree. Because I think Todd is a good friend. Hey, how are you doing on the ground, Thomas? Hey, I mean, good afternoon. I mean, to me, Todd has always been like a drinking buddy. Does it mean to have a friend anyway? That's a big question. What's the update? What you see is what you get. But yeah, Todd, to me, he just always been, no, not right now, a drinking buddy. New conspiracy? Israel thoughts? What can I say? I've been watching video of Michael Lightman, Mikhail Lightman, and he's been saying that, you know what, the Jewish people are occupants of the Palestinian land. He's been saying that, yes, 2000 years ago, Jewish people used to live there, true. And I know that in Jewish history. In Moscow, I graduated from Jewish school back in St. Petersburg, Russia, so I studied Jewish history. And I remember as a teenager, I had that thought. Like, when I studied Jewish history, there was a history until the rebellion of Bar Kokhba, which happened from 131 to 135, right? And after that, after Bar Kokhba lost his rebellion and the Jewish people lost their land of Judea, from that point on till 1948, there was nothing. So I remember asking my parents and other people what's been happening with the Jews between like 135 and 1948. And they just said, oh, they've been in exile. They've been like going from country to country and they've been kicked out from countries. Like I learned from watching the brother Nathaniel, they got kicked out from 109 countries. And he even wants America to be 110th country. And Jewish people been supposed to make the world a better place, but they've always been doing the opposite of that. They occupied Palestine. They used to live there 2000 years ago and now they don't. You didn't meet any Jewish person until college. Okay. Good to know. But yeah. And right now, they're lying and always saying the same rhetoric that Jewish people always oppress, poor us Jews, everybody is oppressing us. When in reality, they're fucking wolves in sheep's clothing, you know? Trust me, I grew up as a Jew, I know that. Jews, most of them, they are wolves in sheep's clothing. And you cannot argue with them because they have their own manipulative tactics. No matter whatever you tell them, they're gonna shut you up. I've been seeing it on TV, I've been seeing it everywhere. And I've been dealing with this growing up as a Jew, so. Even though I'm genetically only 70%. I thought I was 75% before, but once I did 23andMe, they said it's only 70. You like the big fluffy heads? That's cool. But you have to understand that in modern day age, a Jew doesn't mean a religion. Because there are a lot of people who are not even religious. They're freaking atheists or agnostics. And they consider themselves Jewish. Trust me. I grew up as an atheist, okay, in Russia. Even though I went to Jewish school, but I didn't grow up following Judaism. My mom been eating pork and telling me not to eat it. That's kind of Jew I am. So, because she wanted me to become Jewish. And now I've been with a black woman, I don't even want my kids to be Jewish. I think that the healthy amount of Jewish blood in your bloodstream is between 25 and 75%. And if you have more than 75%, you most likely fucked up individual. I read the Torah. Yeah, I did. I studied Torah. But I had the Torah, you know. It's like a very big book, you know. It's like literally 1,000 pages. And I used to have the Torah back in Russia. There was one page, everything was in Hebrew, which of course I couldn't read. And the thing is, about Hebrew, right? Hebrew language, they're writing from the other way, you know. Like in normal language, what is from, let me see, right to left, and that's from left, you know. Get off stream and practice your Hebrew. I guess. But here's another funny thing, you know. In Hebrew language, okay, if you look at it, there are no vowels, okay? There are no vowels. When you start studying Hebrew, when you look at the words, you see vowels, right? It's like it's 3 dots and 2 dots underneath the, you know, the main character. And then, when you really know Hebrew and you know the words, you just look at the text, you look at it, right? And there are no vowels, right? And you just look at it and you read it like vowels are there. You know? So really, if you really want to know Hebrew, it's like you learn it with the vowels, and then you look at the text and the vowels are not there, but you know where they're at because you know the language, and then this is how you read it, right? So that makes it even more difficult. Not to mention you have to know the language. Me, I know Hebrew a little bit, but I'm not really fluent in Hebrew. So for me, that would be hard to read Torah in Hebrew, let alone know what they're saying. I can understand some words, but not everything. So obviously when I was reading it, I was doing it in Russian. So, but I know what is it's all about. Like I know Torah covers period of Jewish history. First, the Jewish history starts with Jewish mythology, you know. First, it's like the story of creation. It's like 7 days, you know. And then Adam and Eve and all of that. Better than any of my language, cultural education. I guess. So you start with that and then goes with Adam. And you know all of the scenes and all of that. I'm not going to be talking about it because, you know, I'm not going to be making a video just shortly telling what Torah is all about, but it's about first the world creation, about Noah's Ark, and then about, you know, the Babylonian Tower and all of these myths. And then they were talking about Isaac, Jacob, and all of that, you know, Asaph, from whom, by the way, white people came from. And my favorite story of Jacob and Esau. We call him Esav. I said it how it says in Hebrew, in Russian, Esav. But in English we call him Esau. Emil, do you support Israel or Palestine? Honestly, I don't know if I should say it. I know my parents gonna hate me for that. I don't like to take any sides, honestly. And I don't really like to be talking about it. I prefer to keep my opinion to myself. But put it this way. I'm gonna say this, but my parents gonna know how I feel. But I have similar views to the Nature Carta. I tell you that much. So if you see the Nature Carta, what they stand for, I kind of have similar views. If I have a similar views to Mikhail Leitman, who's been talking about that the reason why we have so many problems in this world is because of our selfishness. Which is true. Which is very true. Selfishness, being judgmental, things like that. But then again, I learned that in life, you have to be careful with people, you have to be careful what you're saying. Not only because you may lose the job, like my Jewish parents used to tell me, which, of course you may, because the Jewish people run everything and obviously. But it's not the only reason why you have to be careful with what you say. There are more to it than that. Like, yeah, you have to be careful with people. Because whatever, you may think that's not a big deal, can offend somebody else. And that's why I'm so anti-multiculturalism. Because see, we as people, we want to deal with people who are like us, who think like us, who understand where we're coming from. And other people who have different abilities, different way of thinking, different way of life, they're just not going to have that understanding. And when I was younger, I was making that mistake of, trying to think that, what, if I think certain way, if I do things certain way, everybody else should automatically understand me, give me my way, and let me live how I want. And, and when people were not understanding me, they were not understanding where I'm coming from, I was getting angry. Because I was thinking, how come you don't understand? Don't you think it makes sense? Even my weirdness, for example, to me, my weirdness makes sense to me, right? But to other people, doesn't make sense. And that's why there's a lot of confusion. Hey, Ryan Guy, how are you? And there are a lot of people who take things the wrong way, And obviously, we're not angels, and me neither. And even good and bad, that's the thing, I learned that in life, whatever is good for me, whatever I think is good, other people may look at it. I'm not trying to change your ways. Good. So I'll talk to you. But I know that a lot of people think that my ways, and this is what I'm trying to get at right now. I know that a lot of people think that change my ways are not the best. Thank you. I had to grow. My life forced me to. Thank you, Opera TV. A lot of people think that my ways are not the best. But you see, for me they are. If you don't want to make videos, it's great. I just missed them. I'm glad you did. Thank you. I mean, I like people watching my videos, even though I'm not getting paid for it anymore, sadly. And I cannot make videos either. I'm making only streams right now because I can't even make a video. That makes me think of pod controller organization, but that's whatever, it is what it is. But My life went to the worst, you know. Why can't you make videos? I don't know. That's a hard question. Before I was able to, I was just click upload video, and then just make it, and then. But now I deleted a bunch of the videos on my phone. I don't have them, and it said make a video. Now I can make a video different way. I can click on camera, make a video. But then if I do that and I upload it, YouTube is not selected in the menu of my phone, so I can only make this. But this is okay, because quite honestly, I'm kind of thinking that I need to get off YouTube. YouTube is not fun for me anymore, for a lot of reasons. I'm never gonna delete my channel. I'm gonna leave it as a legacy for you guys. But I just don't care about making YouTube videos anymore like I used to. I just don't care. Well, not too much, ZP. How are you? I like videos so much because you have your own way of thinking. That's what's so interesting about listening to them. Thank you. But because of my way of thinking, I don't have monetization anymore. Doing good. Hope you're doing good, man. Well, I'm doing. But whatever's going on in my life, it's far away from good. Hey, I don't consider my life good. What are you going to do instead of YouTube? I have a lot of things to do. Driving, which, I don't like my job either. But I have to do it. What's wrong? People around me. Most lives are bad. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But I learned in my lessons, I know now that not having friends and not being with people, it's actually should be the least of my worries. Life is a lot of hard times all the time. That's true. But my life couldn't have been better if not for my desire to have friends and be with people. See, desire is the cause of all suffering, see? And I know now that, see, in order to be with people, you have to be like them. If you're not like them, what's going to happen? Bullying. Why can't you just be happy? Well, because I have unreasonable desires which cause suffering. Can you not get what you want? I thought if you had woman, it would be enough for you to go through anything. Well, I think in life is never enough. I think that people who don't have woman, they think that, oh, when I'm gonna get a woman, my life would be great. But then, nah. You get a woman, you get tired of her, maybe you want another woman, and then you get into that vicious cycle. Granted, in life, it's like, it's like stages of development. Have you ever been working out? Well, I used to work at FedEx, that's why they're big. But anyway, guys, that's fucking bitches here is telling me you don't have a woman because you're autistic. And I'm going to be telling you so many times. You cannot change who you are, but people like Momo Nonga, they're always gonna make your life worse. And by the way, I'm about to pause the stream, and then I'm gonna go and block that fucking bitch. Well, fuck you, bitch. But by the way, do you know By the way, you fucking nigger bitch. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of people with Asperger's who are actually famous and making good money. Albert Einstein, Eminem, Google it. Even Bill Gates, people said, have Asperger's. So that doesn't mean shit. Well, I tell you this. I was actually living a better life, and if not for you fucking bitch, my life would be way better. I tell you this. So fuck you. Go back to your fucking tree. At least I'm not black, which makes me better than you. I'm not gonna do nothing about it. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block you. You fucking stalkerish bitch. Yep, you got it right, Ryan Guy. That's exactly why I don't like making videos. Yep. Because of people like you. That's actually the truth. And there are a lot of people who wanted to get me off YouTube. No, not true, bitch. Not true. I'm not scared of that. I just don't want to deal with people like you. I mean, I don't think she's a troll, though. I don't think she's a troll. I think I know that person in real life. But yeah, that's pretty much. But that person definitely need to get restraining order on her. I think I do, yeah. I can speculate. What, Britney? Did I say it right, bitch? The real PewDiePie? Yeah, you definitely to go to fucking mental asylum if you ask me. If that's the person I'm thinking about, this is a woman whom I used to work at FedEx with. And like I've been saying before, that is not making my life worse. But people who are spoiling my life are obviously Muhammad Jakarem Al Abdullah, the real PewDiePie, and all of that crew. Definitely want nothing to do with these people. I keep blocking them that they keep, hey, how are you? But they keep making this account stuck in my channel. Because they're fucking stupid. And they're telling me I spoiled my life by myself. I mean, no, not really. Thanks on the ground, Thomas. But anyway, speaking of hard work, let me just go. Because like this video is just like making me angry and fuck, I'm gonna go make money. Thanks, Zenny P. But sometimes, you know, with these trolls, with these trolls, that's part of the reason why I don't even want to be on YouTube. Not to mention that YouTube is controlled Zionist organization, and you know. I'm not gonna do what you want. I'm gonna go right now and block you again. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Bye.